Welcome back to the 6 a.m. Club where we start our day inspired. I'm so glad that you're here, showing up for yourself and making time to start your day with intention. Today, we're going to be diving into something that we all face daily: the choice between excuses and discipline. Today, I want to explore a quote with you that says, "Excuses make today easier, but tomorrow harder. Discipline makes today harder, but tomorrow easier." It's such a simple idea, but it carries so much weight in how we live our lives. How often do we take the easy route thinking we're doing ourselves a favor only to find out that it makes tomorrow a whole lot harder? Or on the flip side, when we push through today's discomfort, we set ourselves for a smoother path ahead. Let's unpack this idea and this quote together. Let's start with excuses. We all make them, whether it is skipping a workout, putting off a tough conversation, or avoiding a new project that seems daunting. Excuses can feel like a relief, offering us that temporary relief from the demands of life. They make today easier, no doubt. But here's the thing: every time we give in to an excuse, we're delaying growth, we're delaying progress and our own potential. We trade the discomfort of the present for a much heavier burden tomorrow. Think about it. When you skip that workout today, the guilt and the regret starts to pile up, and suddenly starting tomorrow seems even harder. Excuses are sneaky like that. They make today feel comfortable, but they push the real work further down the road, making the task feel bigger and more daunting and ultimately harder to tackle. It's like paying for today's comfort with tomorrow's stress. I know you know that feeling because we all, as I said, we all make excuses at one point. Now, let's talk about discipline. Discipline is not glamorous, not at all. It's hard work. It requires consistency, effort, and a willingness to push through discomfort. Discipline is waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's choosing the healthy meal when junk food is calling your name. It's having that tough conversation instead of avoiding it. That's how discipline looks like. Discipline for sure makes today harder. But here's the magic: it makes tomorrow easier. Every time you choose discipline, you're setting your future self up for success. You're clearing the path so that what felt challenging today becomes second nature tomorrow. That's the beauty of discipline. It compounds over time. When you build habits of discipline, you no longer have to wrestle with the same battles every day, day after day. Instead, you develop strength, you develop resilience, and you also develop confidence that carries you forward. So, let me give you a few examples where this plays out. And I'm sure you can relate with many, if not all of them. They're very simple examples, but I think they're going to help make the point on how powerful discipline is over excuses. Let's talk about health and fitness. You can choose to skip the gym today and just relax, or you can push through that workout even when you don't feel like it. Sure, the workout is hard today, but the more consistent you are, the stronger you become. And the easier those workouts are going to feel in the future. I'll tell you for myself, I struggled for years to develop that consistency of working out. I would miss workout after workout because there was always something more comfortable or more important or more urgent to do than my workout. Over time, I started to develop that consistency. Today, it has become second nature. I'm not my best self when I skip my workout in the morning. I actually jump out of bed to do my workout. And of course, there are days that I would rather stay in bed, but is my discipline that carries me through and makes me show up every day. Because I know that if I skip a day, the day after is going to be even harder. And I know that I'm going to feel better and more energized, and people are going to get a better version of myself if I show up for my workout in the morning. Let's go to another example on career growth. Maybe you've been putting off learning a new skill because it feels overwhelming. Each day you avoid it, the task grows bigger in your mind. Think about it for a second. I'm sure you've been there before. But if you commit to just starting to learn a little each day, that skill becomes easier to master. Your future self will be more equipped, will be more confident if you start today and you start developing that consistency. And here's the thing where people get consistency wrong, discipline wrong. And that is, it doesn't take like a big, bold action. It just takes a little action consistently over time to see results, to create that discipline. When people think, like in this example, learning a new skill, they think they need to invest 4 hours a day or a ridiculous amount of time. That is going to be hard. But what if you broke it down into 15-minute increments every day? You can do anything for 15 minutes, right? Let's do another example, personal development. Have you ever avoided a difficult conversation, maybe with your partner or a friend, because you didn't want to discomfort them? While avoiding offers temporary peace, the underlying issue festers. Tackling it head on requires courage today, but it often leads to a stronger, healthier relationship tomorrow. In each of these examples, discipline isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about choosing the long-term benefits over the short-term comfort. Here's why discipline is so powerful. It builds character. When you consistently choose discipline over excuses, you strengthen not only your mind and body, but your sense of self. You start to trust yourself more. You learn that you can rely on yourself and your own resilience, that you are capable of more than you think. Discipline also breeds confidence. Each small win builds momentum. Each challenge you face heads on makes the next one feel a little less daunting. You begin to see yourself as someone who follows through, someone who can be counted on, especially by yourself. And ultimately, discipline creates freedom. Yes, you heard me right. Freedom. When you've developed the habits of showing up, of doing the hard things, you feel yourself from the constant weight of procrastination, guilt, and regret, and you walk lighter knowing you've done the work. So, here's my challenge for you today. Where in your life have you been choosing excuses over discipline? And what would change if just for today you choose the harder path? Again, I would love for you to reflect on this. Where in your life have you been choosing excuses over discipline? And what would change, or what would change just if today you choose the harder path? Remember, excuses, yes, they make today easier, but they only make tomorrow harder. Discipline might make today harder, but it paves the way for a future that's brighter, it's clear, is easy to navigate. It's not about being perfect. It's about choosing moment by moment, choice by choice, to do the thing that move you closer to who you want to be and to the life that you want to live. Thank you again for tuning in this morning or whenever you're listening to the 6 a.m. episode. I hope you carry this message with you throughout the day, throughout this week. And let's choose discipline, build a resilience, and make tomorrow a little bit easier. See you next time here on the 6 a.m. Club. And remember, you got this. Have a great week.